Hello everyone, my name is Stavani Kunapuli. I am part of the Smart Study AI team. The team members in my group are Louise, Husnia, Mespa and Fee. So for our project, our sprint goal was to have all of our web apps linked and working, and our web app should allow users to create and upload their notes and files. And they should also be able to have access to their setting pages, and users can change their password, and they also have a functioning taskbar and functioning links again. And the definition of done is to be completing all of these, and they work efficiently without any problems. The user stories I worked on the stylized user interface. So as a user, I want to be able to interact and have expandable columns and be able to read what this project is about. And I'm just going to demonstrate that now. So this is the landing page that has been implemented. It has different buttons and it has a carousel, a moving carousel that is automatic, but you can also go back and forth with it. And it also has an FAQ section where you can figure out what we are doing, and also that explains what is the scope. And then the second user story that I worked on was the account registration page. So for that, this is the sign up page, and so I can make up my own page, and I can, even if I try to sign up without completing it, it does have error checks. I can choose the level of study so that it's more personalized. I need to fill in all the fields. Once again, there's a red error message. And then I can sign up and my account is created successfully.
The first user story I choose is to realize a login page. And here, when the user see our login page, they can just simply fill their email address and password to access the student dashboard. Here for the new user, they can quickly click this button to navigate to our sign up page, and then use this button to come back. Here, we can first put one email address, and if we didn't fill in the password, or if we fill in an incorrect password, the error message will appear. And then let us put the correct password, and then we log in. And then we log into the student dashboard. I'm going to introduce my second user story about the noteboard and editor. Here is our noteboard, and it allows the user to create a new note or upload a new note form. Here we can create one new. This is the title and the content. Then you can select a course from your course dashboard, and then you click save, and your new note is here. And also it supports user to search the notes by their title, or sort the notes by their title and last edited time. So this is my second feature.
Hello, my name is Fee. I am a developer of the project Smart Study AI. I'm working on user story file uploads, and it's just a function so that we can upload a file and it will check if it's a file or not. Currently, it's only compatible with uploading text file like this. Yes, that's which is upload a file to the database. Then my second user story is working on database, which will connect and store information from all the users that got account created, and also the course related with the user. Like you can see right here, it's just store their name, and then they store the courses that in the workspace of each student, like math, English and stuff. That's pretty much it.
Hello, I am Husnia, and one of the features I was working on for our Smart Study AI was a course managing course workspace. Here we have from the student dashboard, it is navigated to the course workspace, which you can open it, and then here you can add your courses. If you want to add new ones, you can also sort it according to their name if you have, so it's easier for the students to navigate through the dashboard. Here we have note board. They can edit their notes, they can take quizzes, and they can even put timer. So here we have the demo course, and another feature which I was working on was implementing the quiz dashboard and giving it a logic so it can generate quizzes from the notes we have. We do have a note and we will say generate quiz. Here it's what word best represents this note. So you can choose an answer, it's gonna come out, and if you're wrong, it's gonna be red or green according to that.
Hi there, my name is Misbah. I'm the Scrum Master for Smart Study AI. So my user stories were a timer. So this timer allows the students to keep track of how much they study or how much they want to when they're taking the quiz. So they have a timer that they can keep track of their progress. Another one of my user stories was account settings. So that was changing password, changing user email, and also study preferences and text size. So they can pick from NCA, university, whatever they like, and also the text size. It has an extra small, and yep. So that's the two user stories that I implemented. I also implemented the search and sort that was used for the course page and the notes page.
So looking at our burn down chart, you can see that we struggled when it came to planning and executing our plan efficiently. So I wanted to make the burn down chart look nicer, but I thought sticking to how it actually is can be a great tool for us to learn for the sprint 2. So as you can see in our burn down chart, we had a very long stretch of no to little action and activity. So that was from day 1 to day 15, with most of our work having to be done between the 15th to the 19th day of the sprint. So that was just last few days before the sprint was finished. So a reason for why the graph looks the way it does is because we were struggling to decide when a user story was done. So most of the user stories were getting developed and finished, but as we struggled to label them as done, they were left in the development or the testing stage, with us moving all of these already finished user stories to done at the last days of sprint 1. So that's why you can see that massive drop in like the last 2 days of sprint. So another reason for why the burn down chart looks the way it does is because halfway through the sprint 1, we realized we lacked the necessary amount of great features to publish the app with, resulting in us constantly adding new user stories. So even though we were getting user stories done, there were just so many other ones that were being constantly added that it just skewed our burn down chart.
We did the wrong estimation of a lot of the functionality of this, and we had to take a lot more time than needed, and so therefore we were also not able to complete everything as on time, and it was a lot more rushed towards the end. We did not also estimate the skills that we would need. We thought we would be okay as we went on, but having to learn new languages or new products and be able to use them was really difficult for all of us, even though we did pull through at the end. In Sprint 2, we're hoping that we will be able to plan how to use our repositories and use them better to actually help us instead of them deterring us from our work, where we're spending more time getting our repositories to work. And we also want to we have a better estimate of how things work, so we will have a better estimate on how to plan our user stories and how to implement them next.